Yeah, the also interesting to note that cheap ass Chinese jump starter had the quality American made SLA battery in it. Quad bike battery actually. You can get one of those yellow Moto AGM batteries to replace this for 150 bucks. If the outer casing wasn't so crappy, it would have been worth it. But I tried charging that battery on the solar panel. It won't go over 8 volts, so I think it's got some dead cells. So that battery's been dead for quite a while. At least 2 years, I think, being completely dead, so it was buggered. But this actually held it up a bit. They got about 8 volts, and the battery tester just came on. So it's got some current, but not much. My Noco Genius doesn't want to charge it because it's coming up faulty. So I got the 13.6 volt supply on. It's using the 13.6 volt supply. 5 amps, see if that's going to do anything. And I tested it again with the battery tester. Now it doesn't seem to be any current in there, so it's gone open circuit, I think. Yeah. But I'm going to bolt these jumper leads onto my ESM battery. Yeah, they'll bolt straight onto my ESM. Get some bolts and screw them onto the terminal post of my ESM battery. 4 gauge wire, our charging one, made in China, no brand name, this is made in China. This is an LED charge indicator board, quite useful actually. What's it got here? Integrated circuit charge controller, JRC brand, yeah, no name, 2901N, A4008A. I've got a circuit breaker, auto reset, a plastic one. You can buy the steel metal case Nava ones. So that's going to the sticky butt brain lighter. Yeah, watch that cartoon, it's quite funny. Yeah, it's got that, that's a switch. I think that switch, you press here, a momentary switch, you hold it down and it turns this board on, which indicates your battery's charge. So full, flat, flattest, so to speak. It's quite nice, I kept that. Yeah, so it's got a, I don't know how much, so I'll probably be at least, what current is that thing? Doesn't tell me the current rating of it. Probably maybe a 5 or 10 amp socket restricted with that little breaker on there. Going to the negative. Auto reset breaker. Put this to another little tiny enclosure, stick it on my ESM. Now could have a charge indicator built into it if I really wanted to. Booster pack. Quite an old one. Spike protected. Spike protected. There's nothing on here that protects from spikes. There's nothing in here. Usually there's a little MOV light kind of array in one of these wires so your car's computer doesn't get spiked. That's a bit of a lie. It doesn't have that in there. The clamps are okay quality. This is an older one, don't forget. That's a Saga brand. Aha. There's very dirt cheap ones of these now. You don't even barely buy these anymore. The lithium, the small, tiny, compact, portable, pocket-sized lithium ones, pretty much made these older, big ones obsolete now. It's a Saga brand. I remember this was one of the better brands actually. The Saga brand. The wire brush these connections, I think. The wire is too short and not flexible enough, my Lincoln motor. Too short. Yeah, I've got to clean this up. I've got to go on my ESM. Okay, so people have suggested about this motor, I could try another cap. It did actually go onto its run winding. It clicked the switch and it was on its run winding. Good. The switch in there definitely worked and switched onto the run winding. I could hear it click on and click off. I'm sure in the video you would have heard it click on and off as well. I'm going to go dig up my clamp meter and do measure the current, and we'll try another capacitor. But I still suspect it could be a slightly shorter winding, unfortunately. Alright, I tried the 5 microfarad capacitor here. It just spins about 10 RPM, a little slow on the start winding. That didn't work. Whoa! Damn it, that didn't sound good. 150 microfarad. That did not sound good. Damn it. Bugger! It definitely switched onto the run winding and clicked with tick click, and that's a 150 microfarad capacitor, and that was right. Started good, apart from that bloody bang. I think the switch contacts blew to bits. I think that sounded like because the switch blew up. Bugger. And I cleaned it. Alright, tear down time. I think this thing's air rolled by the sound of that pop. Damn it! It didn't kick hard to start, fast, like the other big capacitor I had in there did though. Yeah, I think it was more than a capacitor issue with this motor to begin with, I think. Damn it! I think I definitely air rolled the switch judged by that pop. Damn it! Nice bright sunlight, I can see what's going on. Nice solid rotor, that's nice. This definitely works, and it does definitely click. It definitely works under the centrifugal force, so it's fast enough to click mechanically and switch this. That loud bang, that pop, was thankfully didn't do any damage. You can see here it flashed on the contact down here. It grounds between here and grounds off here. And grounds off this. It's on start winding now. And that's in, and motor's off. And that's pushing like that. And this connects to the start winding, and that's held down when the motor's not turning. When it's spun up, this thing here flicked in. Very easy, it doesn't take much to push that in at all. There's weights pull out, there's weights here. Centrifugal force flings them outwards, and this thing goes down, and it's on its switches off to start winding onto its run winding when it's like in that position as it is there. It's off. So this and this blue wire is going to the terminal block, which goes to the capacitor, the active. The active goes to that blue. Active goes through there. Other side of the switch onto the start winding when the motor's off. I reckon I'm going to have to bathe all this in contact cleaner and give it a really good clean. That 150 microfarad capacitor was probably obviously too high. If it went bang like that, that was that capacitor discharging. As you can see, it's a sleeve bearing design. As you can see the oil gallery in there. Look carefully so the camera can pick it up. There's a little oil gallery in there going around. Where this oiler is, it goes in a little gallery and fills it up. So it's a reliable, a very reliable kind of sleeve bearing with this in mind. The modern sleeve bearings don't have all this, they wear out and that's it. It's got some holes drilled in it, probably for balancing, so this is all going to have to be cleaned. That leaves these there, they're packers to stop the actual play. Those washers there. Alright, time to bathe it in some contact cleaner, I think. I've got to watch that bearing though, because it will degrease everything out of that bearing. Man, she made a loud pop sound. Actually, I can take that off and take the switch out altogether. That's what I'll do. Undo those two bolts, undo that, and take this out altogether. Clean it properly. Okay, viewers, got the switch assembly out. Luckily this copper did not blow. If this thing had blown in pieces, oh, it would have been stuffed. I'm going to wash this with some hot water and toothbrush it and get all the greasy muck off it. Then they're going to run some emery between those contacts and polish them right up. Clean all the contact surfaces of this thing up as best I can. Because 150 microfarad was obviously too much. And when that thing like that, click, that pop was a discharge of the capacitor. It was so damn high. So the capacitor's obviously alright, that 150 microfarad capacitor. Despite its bits and everything, it's still okay. So that other Crompton Parkinson motor, that capacitor came off. Must just have weak start windings, unfortunately. Because this switch is alright. The other 45 microfarad capacitor started normally. So it's somewhere closer to 45 microfarad, the correct capacitor for this motor. Since I've never ever had the capacitor when I got it, so I would never have any idea what the original value was. Got some hot water to wash it out. It's all greasy dust. good with these older switches like this, easily replaceable. The more modern ones is still inbuilt into the terminal block. They're not so replaceable, unless you have another identical motor that you want to keep the switches out of. Which is what the local electric motor shop actually did. They kept all the switches out of bugged motors and hauled them up and fixed other ones with it. Pretty clear now. That workshop oily, greasy, dirty smell's gone now. Clean those contacts right up. Nothing wrong with that. Clean it very well. Give it a wash with contact cleaner just to disperse any excess moisture off it before I put this thing back in. Be very careful you don't lose these washers whatever you do, because otherwise you're going to have all sorts of axial play in this bearing assembly in the motor. It's very well made, old motor, this one. Very well made. Dirty though. Man, it's dirty. I don't see any bits of windings that are damaged. The windings look good. I don't see where they're shorted or melted anywhere or burnt, so looks alright. As I said, the mega tested alright. And she definitely runs on its run windings and jumps off, it turns off the start windings with that 45 microfarad capacitor. It definitely runs off the start winding, so I don't wonder what it could be. Let's put it back together. Okay, capacitor. Same thing, it starts. Starts and runs just the same. Half slow, runs on its run winding still. It still runs like it did with a 45 microfarad capacitor, so 25 microfarad does as well. Yeah. What the problem is, it starts alright. And it definitely clicked on and clicked off mechanically onto the run winding. So, interesting fault. Why it's running like that. Anyway, that's this one for now. Thanks for watching.